So, let me see. Starfield. Nur. It's going to take forever to... It's going to take forever to finish that, action figure collection. It's going to take like 2 million years to finish that action figure collection. I'm still finishing Heinlein, then I'm going to try to find a solution for this problem. Oh, I turn my shoulder to the left and everything hurts. Oh, my shoulder is fucked up again. Oh, fuck, how comes? How fucking comes? Oh well, anyways, we're moving this way. Alter. Whoa! Problem is the accuracy while moving, but this is so bad. Whoa, where's these guys coming from? Oh nice, if I'm lucky it's going to level up next. Clump clump. There's the chemical feature. Protection. I don't even know what I need for perks. Chemical or outpost engineering? Or zoology? Well, zoology is not really needed. I want to take the weightlifting because that way I can carry more, and I also have 50% 50% immunity for what? He followed us inside. LOL. Anyway, I don't like going in these caves because the devs and everybody says, the wiki and everybody says you get so many rare things in here. But let's just face it, the, 50% 50% the amount of stuff you actually get is like minuscule. The amount of actual stuff that you get is like relatively unimportant. These caves suck ass. They're always the same, which is not the key issue. The key issue is not that everything looks the same and everything's boring and looks the same and is boringly designed. That is not the key point what I'm saying. The key point that I'm trying to express is that everything looks the same, which is not the issue, but it doesn't reward you. That is Bethesda's issue. Bethesda's issue is the non-rewarding gameplay. I want to be right back in a sec, hold on. I'm gonna be back in a second, hold on. Be right back. Be really quick. Oh, so, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So again, what I'm saying is that the unrewardingness is the issue. The unrewardingness. The issue is not that the issue at hand is not that you don't get stuff. Or that the stuff is the same looking, it always looks the same. That is not what I'm getting at. The issue is that everybody has, and the criticism and everything, the criticism that everybody has, it's exclusively that you always get useless shit. Whoa, the lighting is completely fucked up here. Look at the objects. The lighting is completely destroyed. Look at this. Alright, I finished the complete survey. Not good. So what I'm trying to say is that there's no real point. Like, this looks completely off-colored. Can you see it? It looks like so off-colored. Like, this is not correctly colored. The coloring is completely fucked. This is supposed to be dark. Much darker. And you can see everything is well lit. The colors are completely destroyed. Oh well. Better off just using the cutter I'm just better off using the cutter infinitely again. Even if it bugs out a lot of things. Whoa! Nice scripting. We teleported back. I'm not going to the cave. Fuck this. I'm not going to caves anymore. They are not giving me any, and they don't give me anything. Caves don't give me fucking nothing. Even if there's a cave, even if it's a cave with enemies inside, it's not a point of interest. A cave is just a stupid cave. I'm going to go back to the fucking ship, and it's intelligently marked with a little white ship with a little white triangle. And curiously, this time there's no marker overlapping it, so I can actually see it. Hey, there's iron. See, I don't really need any cobalt and such things, but I'll get those in due time. Nice, animal migration. Five level 1s don't do any damage at all. They're laughable. Better off just picking everything up. I'm better off just selecting pick everything. Doesn't matter. Cutterhead. I don't want to mess with these blue guys. Boost is insane. Huh? Somebody instantly triggered enemy on me. Huh? Who triggered? I was so far away and they instantly trigger enemy on me? That's because I stole the egg. That's why. Because I stole that egg a while ago. Ah ja. Masked zoologists. Of course, because I stole that egg, that thing is now still holding a grudge. Ah, only lead. Heimlein. There's another thing on the right, but I'm not needing. I don't need to go there. Also, this is exploited really, really hard. This place, this location is exploited really hard. As have you noticed the other time when we played, when we explored on the other planet, the game froze every 20-ish seconds. It froze really hard with a hard freeze. An actual freeze. Yeah, something was wrong on the other planet. It's not the game. Otherwise it would constantly happen. Nah. The stupid railing here. He still has his gun in his hand.
Your ship is way bigger than Dad. We're going somewhere else. Question is, where do we go? Not so much a question of when and more a question of where do we go. Teleporting. Scheiße. Who's this? Mrs. Whitmore.
Requesting emergency assistance. Have a good day.
Can I kill her? No, I'm not. I'm trying to get away from her. I'm trying to get away from her, what the fuck? So, Battle of the Unifier, where hope is built. Oh yeah, right. Where have we done the incursions? Where did we do a lot of incursions? I can't remember. Linnaeus. I think it's Linnaeus. Did we do the Linnaeus? Did we do these incursions? Katu did? Linnaeus was by Volai, left of it. Here. I think we did a lot of we did. Oh, they're still here. All of them still. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we did a lot more than that. Hold on. Let's go to Ouroboros Prime. Let's go to Ouroboros Prime and do the next incursions there, and then we can see if there's like a million markers on the map. If we end up with like a million markers on the map, then yeah, we have to abandon this system.
Are you prepared to face judgment?
Oh, Varun. Judgment.
Offering for the
Oh
great
shit.
serpent. Right now, we end this now.
Any new books for me?
I hit him really good. Wasn't there another one? Or did we kill him already? Oh no, we killed him. Or they killed each other. Or themselves. I don't know what happened. Must have collided with an asteroid.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
Asteroid mining is really good. Missiles travel far enough to destroy that rock, this one, and that one. Nice. So they travel way further than 2 kilometers. Cool. Right system already, so let's go to cruise mode. Let's see. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Well, one time we spawned inside of an asteroid when going out of jump, so let's hope we're luckier this time. And we spawned good this time. Whoa, what happened here? Hello? That's a small ship. Small derelict.
You're not pestering the captain, right, Cora?
Pester?
You think I'm a pest?
You think I'm a pest?
Oh, never.
Warning. 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 Lucy Slate. You're a genius. Rick Moselle, Lucy Morrison. Rick, I could kiss you. Documents work. I even loaded the ship for us. Huh. Wisdom use up ammo white lining these sharks. This time they gave it to us. They've probably figured it out by now and are pissed. We're coasting on silent until we hit rendezvous point. See you soon. Yes, Johnny's a cranky baby. Where'd you find this guy? PPS, did you set the computer language to French? How do I change it? Where are you? Johnny tells me we're at the spot. Hurry up. He's getting on my nerves. Hello? Don't tell me you've passed out under another table. We celebrate after the job, you idiot. At least tell your goon here to get the ship to talk English. His veins are popping. I can't take another day of this. Are you even getting these? Or is the stupid machine blocking all our messages too? Because she sure as hell isn't recycling our oxygen. Maybe Johnny's button smashing messed it up. All I can smell is his sweat. If we don't get here soon, I might have to encourage him to take a walk out the airlock. If I do, I'm getting his share, not you. You had exactly one thing to do, which I believed was enough for your smooth little brain, but either I was wrong or you're a bigger idiot than I imagined, or you're stabbing us in the back, which means you're a bitter creep than I imagined. Oh, okay, Lizzie's throwing a tantrum. She's throwing a tantrum because he's not responding and their oxygen has failed, their oxygen supply has failed. Which is pretty funny. It says 24% oxygen. Should be 0. But yeah, I guess. Is there no captain's locker here? There is. There's nothing in it. Well, Johnny's gotta be in here then, somewhere. I have to sell all this shit by hand again. These are expensive items, but I can't take them, they're behind glass. Stupid helmet. All their shit is behind dingus. Can't get it, can't take it. Is this the captain's? Yeah, this must be the captain's hideout. And hers was probably here somewhere, maybe? I don't know. The quantum Wakitashi. There he is. Whoa. Ugh, I don't want to fall through that. Johnny Slate. Where'd she get this thing? We picked up the ship and are on our way to depot. I can see why Lizzie got a deal on this. The graph drive is absolute garbage. Was it you that set the computer to French? Is it kind of joke? Haha. I can pilot this thing, but that's about all Mademoiselle will let me do. I don't care what Lizzie says. I vote we drop this hunk of junk into a star when we're done. Mission accomplished, you're welcome. While you were in Neon getting high of fish, I was shaking hands with United Colonies quartermaster and trying to convince him that my computer speaks French, because I just love learning useless languages. If it had been 1% more suspicious, Lizzie and I would have been in interrogation room right now singing your name or dead. We're on our way to the rendezvous point. I've turned off everything to avoid the shark scanners. Gravity should do the rest. Don't be late. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt and assume SysDev is looking for us, forcing you to take the long way around. Do not reply to our messages. Your girl's voice is driving me crazy. Hurry up. Water and oxygen recycling stopped. I've tried restarting the engines and pushing us back towards civilization, but this piece of shit computer won't let me do a goddamn thing. Did you lock me out? Was this your plan, you little coward? Your girl keeps calling me a crabby. Your girl keeps calling me crabby. Says I should sleep. That's when she's supposed to kill me, right? Then she signals you to drop in. Did she sabotage the jump drive or was it you? I could be wrong. Lizzie certainly denies it. But tell you what, Rick, I'm not laying down. I'm not closing my eyes. In fact, if you're not here, within 24 hours I might have to strangle your partner here. Hurry up, Johnny Orwell. Wow. So what happened? Smuggling job? Something happened to their smuggling friend. Those two were on each other's throats. That was a toxic relationship in that three people. Those three had a absolutely toxic relationship together. Those three had an absolutely toxic relationship together. One guy was organizing the ship for smuggling or whatever they were doing. Then she was not liking Johnny for starters. Johnny wasn't liking her or the boss. So Johnny wasn't liking anyone. The oxygen recycler stopped. The ship's language was set to French. And then this other guy dipped or got arrested probably. I'm pretty sure he got arrested. I'm pretty sure this other guy got arrested. He didn't walk out on them. Or he has a more sinister plan. The other guy was trying to get rid of his... You fucking idiot, man. Ugh. Look, with the skip pack you can't even get up properly. Especially not if the robot is in your way pushing you up. So what these two were doing, they were waiting for their friend. I don't think he betrayed them. He just got completely fucked up. Or he wanted to get rid of his girlfriend. So she's a Karen and the other guy is a psychopath.
A brief history of time. If you find any addition, any at all, I will be your friend. Like forever.
This Johnny dude was going to become a psychopath because she was nagging so much, and she was nagging because she doesn't like him. So that was the most toxic relationship. They had the most toxic relationship you could imagine, anyways. For starters, they were not healthy. They were not going to work out, anyways. Rest in peace. I can't blow these trash piles up. Alright. Take a look real quick. One, two, three, four. There's only 4. That was 5 just a minute ago. There was 5. So it deletes them. It purges them because there was a lot more. So the maximum amount of markers seems to be 6 or 8. 6 or 8 or 10. I might have more markers somewhere else that I can't remember because it's been such a long time. Yeah, I think I have like 2 markers more or 4 markers somewhere. So this is 2 here, that's 4 there, that's 6, and then another there might be 4 more markers somewhere. So I have it looks like it's 10 markers maximum. The game can have 10 markers of these random encounters. 10 markers are max. Not making many of these. There it is. So. Like an alarm. At about 3,000 it goes into the alarm. Yeah, it does. Oof, asteroids. No, scrap. What was this? Derelict Achilles. Why am I finding so many derelict ships? Achilles. Shields. The shields are disabled and the hull is halfway reduced. There he is. Another one of these. Go in.
Weapons ready.
Damn. Another ship on full alert. Is this a Deimos cockpit? This is a Deimos cockpit. I'll check that out. Looks also nice. You idiots are in the way. Damn bloody fools. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. Awesome. Whoa, dead person. Worker. Oh, everything's fried here. Bum bum. Can't wait for my time off. I booked this incredible package that's going to take me to some extraordinary places. It was incredibly cheap and apparently a little dangerous, but I live for the excitement. I've been floating around in this hunk of junk for so long, anything is better than here. I went by way too fast. What an experience. At one point we actually got to spend the night out under the stars. In this amazing alien swamp. I woke up covered in these weird leech things that was kinda messed up, but hey, what else am I going to get to experience something like that? Kinda itchy. A few days after my time off, I still feeling kinda itchy. It's not really that bad, sort of feels like a dull burning sensations on my scalp. Found an antibiotic cream in a first aid kit, which I'm hoping will do the trick. This should make for a funny story to the crew back home, ha ha ha. Well, the cream didn't work, and I've slept in what feels like maybe 4 days. I swear it feels like something's trying to eat its way into my brain. I changed course to the nearest settlement with medical facility. I'm sure they know what to do. Dark, I can't take it. Stop. I can't take it. Make it stop. The voices are... So bro was getting eaten from the inside out by some amoeba he contracted. He contracted something. Sand garden tool. So he's skin cream, and he sand garden tool. Yeah, he scrapped his head. He scrapped his head, or he scrapped his scalp off. He scraped his scalp off, and then banged his head against the thing. You see, he banged his head against it. Lol. Lotion bottles everywhere. For every human, February 2nd. That's a tiny ship. So the leeches that bit him gave him some sort of bacterium or a virus. So I better not touch anything else in here. I better not touch any of the food in here.
Hey! How are you?
It would be better not to touch any
Can we talk?
of the items here. If we destroy this so the contaminant doesn't spread. be the worst thing if that contaminant or whatever it was spread. I think we had our spacesuit on. Should be relatively safe. Excuse me. Oh, there's a contact. There was a contact, a ship. Got it. Engines off. Bum bum bum.
Premise of this is simple. I know where your planets will blast you into space. Understand? Good, nice and responsive. If you're willing to cooperate.
Level 12s. Yeah, no chance. You've got no chance, mate. Me and my mates are thick as thieves. Your flanks. Massive.
Dad, have you ever tried Aurora?
Well, not in a long time, sweetheart. Not since you were born.
What was it like?
Terrible. It was terrible. Stay away from that stuff, Cora. Trust me, it's the worst.
He's a hopeless dad. No skill points. That's good. Take a look at our neighboring system, Linnaeus, and nope, there's only 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of them still alive. Maybe 4 in each system is the maximum that can be persisting and exist? 2, 3, 4. There's 4 as well in here. 4 in here as well. They're the same pattern too, and the exact same pattern. Weird. That is strange. In the exact same pattern as 4. There's no need to decrease the speed that fast. There's no need to decrease the speed that drastically and fast. Black Dreadnought. Ballistic engines, shield and grav drive disabled. The ship was really, really damaged. It consists of multiple modules too. I didn't see if it's 2 stacked or 1 single stack, sandwiched. But there's multiple habitats.
really bend your ear when you
Let me
got
take a
moment?
look. Whoa! Crew member, crew member, crew member, crew member, crew member. Holy shit, Captain. The captain and the crew members were all in here and then died a violent death. Everybody's bled. Everybody's bled. Whoa! Bullet holes. They all have some weirdly, riddly written text descriptions for their slates that they have. Huh. All attempts. Angry alligators, blooded lacoon, crazy cassowaries, that's names. Better suggestions than risky rovers. Mucky knockers, giants of industry, financial ruin, blast caps, broken... Oh, okay. My complete list. My complete list, Terror in the Darkness, Fist of Iron. They were looking up code words, or they were looking up news or names for their organization. They were either looking up codes for... Okay, there's three choices. They were looking up the code for a computer. They were looking up codes and were playing a stupid game. Whoever loses shoots or dies. Whoever gives a list and the code isn't in that list dies. Has to shoot themselves. They got ambushed because they made a list that what they weren't supposed to have. Yeah, that's... Or because of a computer code, or they're trying to make up a name for their organization. And got killed by an organization that already had that name. I don't know. I'm here to help. Don't shoot me, guys. I'm here to help. That's a large 3x3. This is a 3x3 thing, or 3x2. 3x3, I think. Aha, here's the explanation. There is the explanation. Sit up. Hey, Foreman! Dundas and Curtis were about to scrounge up some guns for the ship. For a minor, Curtis has a nose for weapons. Nenadovic has some suggestions on where to hit remote ships, so we're finally underway. 2 or 3 winds should give us a good haul and we will head back. Okay, they were pirating him remotely controlled ships. Best of luck. I'm glad to hear the crew's coming together. That was a tough task. This was a tough ask, but I think you choose the right people. Juliana Rizzo is a good friend and has never let me down. Thank you for taking her husband Risky on as well. Risky. I know he can be a lot in cramped quarters, but I think he's a hard worker. I didn't think Orwell would volunteer, but he knows how desperate we are and is always ready to help. You know we're struggling here, and I know you won't let us down. Hey again, we're in position. Everyone excited. Risky may be too much, but it feels really good to be on his side. Hopefully join us next time. Hate to say it, but mining is for chumps, no offense. Don't know how long we'll have to wait, but we can keep ourselves busy. I'm shutting some things down so folks don't give away our position. So you won't hear from us until we're ready to return, Captain Becker. So they were trying to be big boys. They were doing the big boy pirating. They were doing the big boy pirate operation, and they paid with their lives. Am I supposed to cry now? Okay, that doesn't work because there's no free lock. This worked. Then we can take a look at this thing, and then 2 of them here. Got it. And then 2 of these, and then 1 of these, and that's a nice made lockpick. Lots of credits.
Breaking lock in future. More efficient.
Well, this is a baby lock. Should be able to break it. If I'm not all that stupid. Yeah. Whoa.
I'm up for a little adventure.
So what essentially happened is these guys were pirating, and it looks to me that pirates didn't like their little pirating. They can't... This turf isn't big enough. This town isn't big enough for 2 of us. There's already 1 sheriff. There is already 1 sheriff in town. There's no room for 2 sheriffs. Oh, that's the bridge. Whoa, another dead person. Bloody Jurgen. What? Rummy C is her name. Her name is Rummy C. Rummy C? Okay. Bloody Jurgens. Hey, Foreman! Dundas and Curtis were able to scrounge up some guns for the ship for a mariner. Curtis has a nose for weapons. Then we'll go in position. Everyone's pirate names. There we go. Good job on the new names, everyone. Please stop using the real ones. They aren't scary enough. Rosemary is Rummy C. Oral is the Asp. Leslie is Vulture, but he isn't the Vulture. Miladin is Knife Shadow. Risky and Juliana are Risky Rover and Firecut. I'm no longer flying the Dancer in the darkness either. Bloody Jurgen, Captain of the Black Dreadnought. We need to put the fear of God into anyone we attack. As long as folks know we're serious, they should roll right over. No one needs to be shot or stranded. We leave with the goods and they'll carry on just fine. Look, we've been raided enough times. This is tough. Knife Shadow had an arm broken and the Asp's brother is still in a coma from the raid after that. But they're still here because they know we need to be tougher. Give me your best names. Still accepting suggestions for our crew name. The Asp, you're the only one who hasn't given me anything. I need a better commitment. Risky Rover, I know you have a shtick, but the group doesn't share it. Love the enthusiasm, but shake up your list and choose a few favorites. The accent is also a bit much. We need to be intimidating. Okay, they were cosplay. They were role-playing as pirates. Bloody Jurgen Zultstrom. Wait, Sturtstrom. Bloody Jurgen Sturtstrom. He changed his name in between. He changed his name by adding a last name too. They changing it. Small targets. I'm bored too, but we're new at this and need to wait for a small target. Knife Shadow had a few ideas. One will pan out. Bloody Jurgen Sturtstrom of the Fist of Fists of Titanium, Captain of the Black Dreadnought, and Scourge of the Big Dark. What is this? They constantly keep changing their outfit and ship name and their own names. They're really role-playing. They're really cosplaying. This is funny. They were role-playing as pirates. Miladian went in shooting. He wasn't supposed to, but we're pirates. Risky shouldn't have been so shocked afterward. They should have been more ready for this. Oral said he didn't want to kill people either. Didn't stop him when the argument got heated and the captain pulled a gun. Becca went down and everyone started shooting. Oral didn't realize I wasn't dead when he gathered up all of the slates and wiped them. Missed this one and the captain's boot just as he missed my breathing. He tried to remove all of the evidence and flee in the ship we hit, but I'm letting you know so he can't come home. Don't let him pretend he isn't the killer too, Rosemary. Oral is the asp. The asp is running. Rami C. She's the only one who has a name. The rest of them all have... Oh shit. The rest of them all don't have names. Can I see the names now? Wait a minute. He is trying to flee in the ship, but why is she dead? How is she not alive? Why is Rami C dead? Why is Rosemary dead? So these guys, just as I was imagining, they had a pirate-like standoff. They had a pirate-like standoff, just like a bloody Jurgen. Sorry, bloody Jurgen. Now really bloody. They had a standoff. They had a Mexican standoff, just how they have in Pirates of the Caribbean, where everybody has their guns faced at everybody else. Knife Shadow. There is his name. Knife Shadow. This is Firecat, and here is Vulture. This is Risky Rover. There is a bunch of data paths that are wiped. They have no data on them. I saw this. I just now noticed these. Format slate to edit. I want to pick them up just in case. Nope. They were completely formatted. So this traitor Asp has... fled. Because I don't see Asp here. I see everybody else, but I don't see the Asp here. And since this is the Docker behind us, since this is already the Docker and I don't see Asp laying here dead. This is already the docking section up here. Since I don't see Asp laying here dead, it's very, very likely that Asp got away. Which is very sad. He didn't deserve to, he was a traitor. Apparently he was a traitor. Know what they say. It's better this way. We have a new mark. It's 5 there. And 4 here still. Okay, it's... maybe the max in each system is 4. I don't know. There's another ship. I want to fly to a new system and check out. sensor contact! Oi, another one! Another one! Another thing popped up. What is this named? Derelict Croatoan. What? Oh my god, this has electromagnetic damage, missiles, or it has electromagnetic weapons. Missiles, engine shield drive. This almost looks like a pirate ship. If it has EM, if it has an EM launcher, if this has an EM weaponry, this is a pirate ship. 100%.
Running. Boarding. Subroutine.
Corrosive. Whoa. We can't be here for long at all. This is completely contaminated. We're taking really hard damage here. Pete Nishikawa. Captain Stephanie. I need to get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm fucking dying here. I need to fucking get the fuck out of there. Wow, my character was dying. Holy fuck. Holy shit. What's that all about? We've been stuck in this room for days. Has a little oxygen in our tanks. We can probably count the molecules on one hand. I've told the crew to ration slowly and keep their heartbeats still. We'll try to stay alive as long as we can in case another ship finds us. It's important we stay calm, because the more we panic, the more oxygen we consume. I've asked each crew member to say some words to help distract us from the situation, but I think they misunderstood the assignment. First mate certified used the moment to give me an eulogy, which started a trend where we each spoke on one another's behalf. I reminded them Beam still might live. All this talk of death and dying was not my intention. At the same time, talking about each other reminds us that we're living for what we're living for, so I let it go. Iris, I still remember the day you tracked me down at the Broken Spear. Came at me with a resume and a list of qualifications longer than a sporebag's neck. First I only said yes, so you'd stop badgering me. But having you on this crew has been a delight. As a captain, I like to go with the flow. Iris, you measure the flow, graph it, and then come up with a plan to smoothly ride it before we're even set course. So having your counsel and energy on this ship has been invaluable. And also, we won't admit it, but I think Pete likes you. Sorry, Pete. If you're not going to stay it, I will. You're Captain Stephanie. Eulogy for Alexei Setserbiak. Man, I was hoping to get the captain, so eulogizing the first mate is a big letdown. Kind of describes Alexei's entire life, really. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. But jokes aside, I love you like a brother. When I first became a part of the crew, I felt like I had to pretend I knew nothing. I mean, Iris actually does know everything, so it was tough to compete with that, you know? Alexei, you always made sure I didn't feel like a dumbass whenever I screwed up. You'd have a story about the time you crashed the ship or spilled the beer on the pilot's console, and alright, that was a secret. Sorry, Captain, that's why the controls are sticky. My bad, Alexei. No, really though. Even as the new kid here, I never felt uncomfortable. That's all because you took me under your wing. You were a guardian angel in life, my man. You'll be one in death too. Love you, Pete. Oh man, this is sad. The captain made the Iris eulogy, Stephanie. I wish I was a poet, then I would channel Whitman. give you an eulogy that would be as lasting as all the stars. But alas, my words lack elegance. Sincerity will have to be enough. I know you blame yourself for this predicament, but we would have died 10 times prior if not for your leadership. Remember that run-in with the Crimson Fleet? You answered the hail, put on your best pirate voice and convinced them you were a captain. I can name countless other instances where you steered us away from death's door. And if this is the end, I will take this ending over any other. So many crews lose their lives in an instant, never having the opportunity to express how they feel. Thanks to you, we have this moment, and for that I'm forever grateful. Your faithful servant, Alexei Seserbiak, First Mate. What a pain. They died. There's nothing anyone could do.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light?
There is.
And none of that grav tech cheating?
Need to get out of here, kid. I don't have time for grav tech. What a poor dude. What a poor set of dudes, actually. And gals. It's just so sad that they lost their lives like that. Didn't we have an unknown contact? Or did I imagine that? I'm pretty sure we had a contact somewhere still. I'm 100% sure we had a sensor contact around here. It doesn't show. Oh, there's only 4 here as well. There's a ship. Not the sensor contact I was looking for, but yeah. Take a ship over anything. Wobbla! Turned it off. Whoppa! Oi, oi, oi. The ship is really, really bad at steering. Holy shit! Can you just stare at it, you fucking dumb fuck? What is this wobbling, waggling, wobbling? What is this? Stupid ass idiot. Fucking stupid game. Look at this shit. Just steer forward. It's going wobbly. Left, right, left, right, left, right. What the fuck? Idiot game design. Another ship down there. This flying is getting old, dude. What? Yo.
UC Vanguard destroyer to unknown vessel. All craft should be on the lookout. Copy? Suit yourself. Safe flying out there.
A Vanguard destroyer. Who's just giving us the rundown that there's pirates in the area.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a joke?
Sure, sweet pea. The old man can always use a laugh.
Okay. Who can jump higher than a skyscraper in New Atlantis?
Potential collector ship identified.
Oh.
Hailing initiated.
Everybody!
Hailing in
Skyscrapers
progress.
can't jump!
Hailing set.
Shut up already, you fucking retard kid!
Onboarding.
Okay. Good one, Cora.
Understood.
Hey, next time you see Barrett, try it out on him.
Online. Opening hatch for boarding.
I need to get rid of these 2 retards on my ship. Cora and her fucking dad constantly yapping about bullshit and I missed the dialogue. So this is a surveyor ship that's from the UC. Thing is, I can dock if I want to. Which I want to, but he's not stopping, and I certainly don't want to get fucked up in these asteroids. Speak to the captain. Okay. Let's speak to the captain then.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
Please visit the flight deck. The captain should have the mineral samples you require. All resources and data is proprietary. Personal use is prohibited. Welcome aboard, valued team member. Are you here to collect or observe?
I'm here to collect.
Delivery complete. Please delay all your PTO and sick days until after completion of this assignment. Research conducted on this ship is proprietary and should not be shared. All excavations will require a full refinery and recovery.
Oof, everything is stealing here. They don't allow you to explore the ship, really. They don't want to explore the ship. They don't want you to explore their ships. Weird. So that's a remote mining ship, the way it looks like.
Ahoy, Captain!
Ahoy. Idiot child. Was the balanced boost pack? The balanced boost pack takes the most level to make, and that's the best one. It takes the most levels to make. Okay, we're looking for a cave that this ship's captain or whatever they are gave me. The robots, the remote controlled captains. So we're going to go there with the spacebar. Boost enabled. Turning off boosting. Oh, bottom. Anything on the asteroids here that is worth noting? Water. $907. So I'm going to the planet's surface. There's a cave. I'm going to see if I can land in the vicinity of the cave. Interesting. Yeah. Fucking hell, dude. Bing bing.
Region not ideal for organic life.
Sure. Curacao isn't organic. Oh my god, minus 198. What the hell is this temperature? Radiation, extreme radiation bombardment, and extreme ice. God damn. Well, not every bit of I'm going the other way. There's a different cave. I'm going this way. There's the cave. So let me guess, this place has nothing. Is 2 resources growing here in the open? Is 2 resources growing in the open? And let me guess, it's ice and some chlorine or something? It's ice and chlorine, let me guess. Argon. It's argon and ice. Yep, here it is. See that? There's ice. Ice outcropping. I have to take a look at that 900 meters away. That's a quick survey of the planet. That's a quick survey. Wah! Oi! Lung damage. A cough. Lung damage was cured. Let's see what we got here. Death was in the air at Roscoe Street.
Logging you gotta drop some of that. And auxiliaries reaction.
Search for iodobium. There's iodobium. It just gave me a hint where to find europium. Is that what that was? Yeah, they just gave me a hint where there was a europium to find. That's quite interesting. The cesium seeps should disappear from the list. They should become invisible when they are not harvestable anymore. When you harvested them, in my opinion, they should disappear. The cesium seeps, they should completely disappear if you harvested them. Like they should become like gray or dark from the color. They all look like they're still alive. Or still usable. They should from green. They should turn from green into like gray or something. So it's very easy to see that they're not active no more. What is that over there? There's a box. Like how the cesium is restricted to the to those pools. I'm looking for the unknown geological feature. Where it is? There it is. There it is. There it is. I found it. Let me see. Alter Vater, leck mich im Arsch. There it is. Ice outcropping. Cool. Hoopla. Trying to jump, but it's not working. There it goes. Lost a little bit of my max health. Whoa, this looks decent. Holy moly. There's something that way, and something is that way. Well, I don't have to analyze this outcropping. It doesn't say analyze this, which is weird. The game doesn't say analyze this, but it's... well, it's okay. I'll take a look over there what that is. Hold on, maybe I can find it. That's a settlement. There is something over here. That other stuff that I saw is something on visually on the map. Northeast. 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 That way. Dude, before this map was a thing, before the visual map was a thing where you can actually see things, they had none like this. This wasn't like this before. This was made new. Eine Scheiße. I love this. This is absolutely friggin' amazing. Is that it? No, that's a cave. Is it? Is that part of a cave system? No, it's not. It's straight north now. Straight north now. There. It's visual on the map, but I don't see it visually on the compass for some reason. In the scanner I can see it. The biological... This is a dead planet. No, nothing can survive here. How is there a... Wow. Alright, now I'm curious. This got me curious now. Ooh. 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 Whoa. This is coral or something. This looks like corals. Coralline mineral pool. Shallow ecosystem nutrient-dense pools cycle minerals and remains into the fossiliferous sediments. In the ice on an ice planet? That is fascinating. Holy shit. These plates of ice here everywhere. Oof, these look so good. Good and creepy as well. Oh, my shoulder hurts like hell. Still. Oh. Up. Well, other thing is a solar park or something, or a factory. I don't want to go there. Nice. But hey, we finally have it. Now I need to take my medication, dude. I'm going to be back in a bit. I'm gonna have to take my meds. I have to grab them, and I'm going